Everything you need to know about the Euro 2016 finalists. On Sunday night, Portugal and France will face off against one another in the final of Euro 2016. So we at Football Daily have taken a look at these two giants of the European game. Portugal have qualified for 7 European Championships, under half of the total available, but have consistently punched above their weight on the international stage. On every occasion they've got out of the group, reaching the final twice, the semis 3 times, and the quarters in the other 2 competitions. But so far the prize has eluded them, with a runner-up place as hosts at Euro 2004 their best finish. While there's been a lot of focus on Wales and Iceland's Cinderella runs this year, Portugal are arguably European underdogs too. Their population is just 10 million, compared to 17 million for the Netherlands, 60 million for Italy, and 80 million for Germany. In fact, Portugal is smaller and less wealthy than Greece, who beat them in the Euro 2004 final in what was considered an enormous upset. So perhaps Portugal deserve more credit than we give them. Since the demise of the golden generation of Figo, Rui Costa and Conceição in the early 2000s, the Portuguese national side, usually called the Seleção, like Brazil, have often been called a one-man team. And what a man that is, with Cristiano Ronaldo now the nation's most capped player and highest goal scorer, making more than 130 appearances and scoring more than 60 goals, including 9 at the Euros, a joint record with Michel Platini. However, the one-man team tag is less true now than it has ever been, with veterans like Pepe, Nani and João Moutinho supplemented by several outstanding young talents. Rafael Guerreiro has claimed the left-back spot from Contrao, while Ruben Neves, William Carvalho, Danilo Pereira, João Mario and Renato Sanchez compete to start in midfield. In attack, Bernardo Silva and Gonçalo Guedes look set for stardom. And coach Fernando Santos has shown himself to be a clever tactician throughout this year's tournament. One of just 4 men to have managed all of Portugal's big 3 clubs, Porto, Benfica and Sporting, he has created a rock-solid defence and has shown the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. In the quarter-final, he shifted Renato Sanchez to the right to cover struggling fullback Cedric Soares and cut off the supply line to Lewandowski and Milik. In what is likely to be a cagey final against a highly rated opponent, Santos' power to change the game with smart management could hold the key. Portugal's opponents France are twice winners of the European Championship in 1984 and 2000. The first time was with the so-called Carré Magique, the magic square of Fernandes, Giresse, Tigana and Platini walked to the trophy, as Platini scored a tournament record 9 goals, including an extra-time winner against Portugal in the semi-final. The second time, they were led by Zidane and the glittering team that had triumphed at World Cup 1998. Again, they beat Portugal in extra time in the semi-final. Incredibly, the 2 teams' one other competitive meeting was in yet another semi-final, this time at the 2006 World Cup. For the 3rd time, Les Bleus came out on top, thanks to a Zidane penalty. In fact, Portugal haven't beaten France since 1975, losing their last 10 internationals against the French. The overall record currently stands at 18 wins for France, 1 draw and 5 wins for Portugal. And if France do go on to victory, it would be their 3rd international tournament win on home soil and their 4th trophy overall. The French record at home is truly intimidating, with 16 victories in their last 18 tournament games in France, and the last defeat came in the inaugural European Championship in 1960 against Czechoslovakia. And that home team advantage was vital on the way to this year's final, as France broke a long-standing hoodoo when facing the Germans, beating them for the first time at a major tournament since 1958, thanks to the heroics of Atletico Madrid's Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann is the top scorer heading into the final and has now scored 6 goals in his very first European Championship, making him just the 2nd man to do so and equaling Thierry Henry's career total at the tournament. He is now behind only Platini, Ronaldo and Shearer in the all-time standings, with the Portuguese taking 3 whole tournaments to reach 6 goals. France have flourished thanks to the throwback little and large partnership of Griezmann and Olivier Giroud. The big man has scored 3 and delivered 2 assists at this Euros tournament, with his brilliant link-up play and the energy of France's dynamic midfield compensating for his lack of pace. It might have been unthinkable before the tournament, but between them, Giroud and Griezmann could make the name Karim Benzema a distant memory. Euro 2016 is already the highest scoring finals in the history of the competition, and we are set for a tremendous clash between the engineered wall of the Portuguese defence and the irresistible attacking whirlwind of the French. And as Griezmann faces off against Ronaldo and Sanchez squares up to Pogba, we could not only see the heights of European football today, but the face of the game for years to come.
So that was everything you need to know about your Euro 2016 finalists. But who's going to win it? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, why don't you check out everything you need to know about Eden Hazard? And as always, guys, please do like and subscribe.